Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey there, it's G Forever.
Yes, and we're here to review the latest Godzilla toys from Playmates.
Yes, including Antarctic Kong and Gorosaurus.
And here they are. We finally found them.
Finally found them. Yeah, these guys were hard to track down.
Yes, so
And
the classic Godzillas are at Target, if you can
Target.
find them.
Yep.
Yeah, just about $13 each, I think.
Yes, so roughly $13 each. And I actually found one from each of them from different Targets. So they're really really tough to find. I was super lucky, and I'm really happy to find them.
Yeah, and then the Godzilla versus Kong figures are at Walmart.
Yep.
And I think these are actually maybe a little easier to find, but still not easy.
Yeah, I haven't seen Antarctic Kong, but luckily one of our friends, our local friends, was able to help us with this guy.
And one thing you
And
cannot find yet is this
Battle
Battle Mechagodzilla with
Mechagodzilla,
Proton Scream.
Protons.
So
Yeah,
far, like Ned Chang in China managed to get one because I think he's got I think he knows people.
he must know
Yeah,
people.
yeah, and then but yeah, there's a few people from Hong Kong selling it on eBay at very high prices,
Ooh,
and that's all we've seen so far. We haven't. I don't know of anyone who's found it in the United States yet, but once people start doing it, we'll let you know.
yeah, we're gonna try to find it and hopefully bring it to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. So that, and then here's okay. So here's Antarctic Kong. So what do you think, there, G Forever?
So this is a really funny paint repaint. It's pretty much their closed mouth Kong with the what was it, the fighter jet? And they just kind of spray painted a little bit of white on his feet, arms, and head, and kind of reused him as Antarctic Kong. But it's actually very effective because in the movie he did have snow covered him, and there is a scene he was in Antarctica, and actually the spray paint actually looks pretty good.
Yeah,
It
it
doesn't
probably
look like
is.
snow.
Yeah, it probably looks different on each one too,
Yep.
given the spray. So yeah, you might. Well, if you actually somehow get to go to the store and there's more than one, you might want to look them over, see
Yeah.
which spray pattern you like the most.
Looks, yeah, which one looks the most? Overall, I think the spray is done very well. The only noticeable area are the knees. I think they should have bent the knees back and sprayed a little further up, so then it can blend the knee articulation a little better. Because when you bend the knees, you'll notice that it's just brown, whereas there's some sprayed white spray above the knee.
I see the spray. Yeah, they sort of like put them in one pose and sprayed them so that
Yes, yeah.
so yeah, when you articulate, so when you do the articulation, it might expose some unpainted areas.
Correct. But for the arms, it looks fine, and the I think the upper legs is fine. It's just the knees that is pretty obvious.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like I had no particular craving for an Antarctic Kong, but it's like yeah, I really like these figures, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to try to get them all.
Yeah. So the funny thing is I had no I was not in a rush to get this one either, but he actually looks pretty nice in person. I actually like him better than the fighter jet Kong.
And his vehicle is like a different color, I take it.
Yeah, it's an Osprey, but it's white.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
In
just to
keeping
match with the snow theme.
Yeah, so as you pointed out, this is a closed mouth Kong. So there's the original closed mouth Kong.
Yep, with the fighter jet.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean they're both nice, but for something different, I think this Antarctic Kong's actually kind of cool.
And then there's
So
actually three
props.
closed mouth Kongs. This is the
Yeah,
Hong Kong battle.
Hong Kong battle. Yeah, I don't like this one as much, even though he has the battle axe, but the paint's just a little strange to me. Like
Yeah, it looks
it's
like
just
they
on
did a
his arms and
better
the back.
job of
Hmm.
painting the snow.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so this is supercharged. So
Yeah,
it's
so
ac-
we got this one a while back, just haven't got a chance to get to him. But yeah, supercharged Godzilla with fighter jet.
yeah, so I guess it looks similar to the bigger one that
Yep, the
has
battle roar.
sound, the battle roar, but it's not exactly the same.
It's actually different. It's the pose is slightly different, and of course he has this one has battle damage, and you can actually articulate the mouth manually.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, I actually like the back fins on these smaller ones better than the battle roar because they're actually sharper. So it looks more accurate.
I think they're also a
Where
little more opaque too, aren't they?
yes, yep, they are. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And he sort of looks like he's very dark
Yeah, this
Uh,
is very black. I believe this is kind of based on the scene, the opening scene when Godzilla arrives on Pensacola, Florida, and there's like a fighter, I think some fighter jets shot some missiles at him, and he fires his fire breath at them. So,
oh yeah,
um,
yeah. There's a lot of like turns to his tail. It looks like.
yes, yep. Yep. The battle damage, unfortunately, it looks like it's a different type of black. So it's like a
Hmm.
soft rubber. So you can see the clear difference between the battle damage
It's too bad. I like
area.
this
Yeah.
jet though. This is like I
Very
like this
silver.
silver. Yeah, I like the silver on the
Yep.
jet.
And surprisingly, the jet looks like it's been damaged. So there's some, if you look on, especially on the underside, you can see a little more obvious. See how it's not straight? Like it looks like it's been mangled, and the front of the jet looks like it's been bit off or something. So kind of cool that it's not just a generic jet, but actually some has some damage to it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and then
Here
here's
comes,
my favorite.
yeah, the heat ray
So yeah, it looks like this has
6 inch.
similar coloring and very similar spikes.
Yes,
Uh,
yep, yeah. It looks like the
on one
heat
question,
ray.
I think you did investigate this. Is like, can you get so the heat ray Godzilla comes with the heat the heat ray.
Heat ray.
So
Yeah.
will the heat ray go into the mouth of the other one of the supercharged?
Sadly, yeah, sadly it does not. But we can compare the paint jobs. It's very similar, but I think the heat ray one has a little bit more color to it, whereas the supercharge is more black. Look at the toes. The heat ray one has colored toes. And here's the bigger one, the battle roar.
Yeah, with the sound.
Yep. No lights though, just sound.
So you're saying it is a different sculpture.
Yeah, if you
Sounds.
look at the battle roar is looking straight up, more straight up, whereas the supercharge is kind of more on the curved pose. This one, the mouth only opens when you press a button, but you also get the roaring sound, and you can look at the back fins. Like definitely the supercharged is glowing more similar to the heat ray one, but the battle roar is a little darker. And look at the shape of it. It's not as doesn't have that defined Godzilla back fin shape. It's more rounded off for I think for playability and safety.
Right, right.
And
Yeah,
also the larger one, the tail is much more curved
yeah,
on the battle roar.
yeah. And
And here's like the
I like them in
crawling
this. Yeah, I like the
pose.
crawling pose.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So
Yeah, then yeah, we got more classics too. So
yes,
which Rodan version of Rodan is this?
this is Rodan from the original movie 1956, and it's something that Playmates did an excellent job on. Really, really proud of this. Is they actually did a throwback to the original Bandai figure. So like the same paint theme, which I'll be showing a comparison in a little bit. But check this out. Like I cannot imagine seeing a Rodan figure with this kind of paint scheme, or even a 56 Rodan. Like I never imagined to ever see a 56 Rodan that's easily accessible, or let me rephrase, easier to get in the United States.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
The
very, very cool.
yeah, yeah. If they could only keep them in stock, this would be like this is so great. It's so great that we
Yeah.
can like get these at an affordable price. Again,
Yes.
assuming you can actually find them in the store.
Yeah. So like at the store, like for like roughly $13, this is like a no-brainer. I would definitely go for this. And overall, the sculpt is pretty good. Like I'm not gonna say it's like great. This is definitely, like a more affordable toy. So you're not gonna be getting like X plus quality. But for something at this price range, this is excellent. Like this actually got me really excited. And when I saw Rodan in person, I was like, oh my God, this looks so much like the original Bandai. And the quality is really good. Like you get a really nice sculpt, for the price. And I think like the black eyes, that's just something that kind of just was from the,
Oh, so
for
it's
some reason,
okay. So is this a
this is the
Bandai?
original Bandai.
Original
Yep.
Bandai from way back when in the 1980s or so.
I forget, 89 or 91. Like, yeah, it's like early 90s or very like 89 or something. Um, but yeah, we actually did a video for the classic Bandai, so always revert back to that to check it out. But you look at it, like even the sculpt, the Playmates has the open mouth, whereas the Bandai has the closed mouth. But look at the back here. This is beautiful. Like just really, really nice throwback to the Bandai figure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the sculpt, think about it. Like, the Bandai figure is probably around the same price range retail in Japan. Um, and then like if back in the 90s, this was pretty sought after. So you're
Yep.
getting something for $13 versus like $90
Now
or
this
something.
guy on the right has a lot of personality. Like who
Yeah.
made him?
So this is a company called was it YMSF, I think.
Oh,
For a Japanese company making 6-inch figures with a lot of more of the Showa figures, or like more obscure monsters that never made it to the movie monster series by Bandai. So I think they have a Gorosaurus too, which I don't have. But I got like a Varan from them, a Megalon before Bandai finally got to a 6-inch Megalon. But I got a Megalon from them, and they scale perfectly with the movie monster series.
oh
Um,
yeah, looking. Oh yeah, yeah. This guy looks yeah, very nice to have.
Yeah, so this Rodan is actually the one of the original releases. So I think they've done a lot of improvements. That they keep reissuing the figures with different paint schemes, and doing improvements like with the sculpt all the time. So this is just an early one. So but even though it's like the first generation 56 Rodan, it's actually pretty nice.
Oh, and here he is.
Yes, this is
Or
the
so-
one that I'm the most excited for. Gorosaurus.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it looks like you're getting you gotta stick the tail on. There it
Yep.
is.
Yeah, there it is. You don't need a hair dryer, but definitely will help. I think actually the Supercharged Godzilla I ended up using a hair dryer,
So this
but
is from the 1968 Destroy All Monsters. I take it.
yes, yep. And yeah, for again, like I never imagined that Gorosaurus would make it to domestic stores. So this is just a huge treat to have a Gorosaurus, and the sculpt is actually pretty nice.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes. Oh,
it's
oh yeah.
yeah,
I'm very excited about this, and also, what's great in thinking about how far Playmates has come in terms
yes.
of like making Godzilla figures.
I
You know
still
those. Yeah,
remember.
that first wave. That first wave was so disappointing,
Yep.
and but it was probably also rushed out. It was probably because of lots of turmoil in the world. It
Yes.
probably that might have just been rushed out. But now it's just this is just wonderful.
This is outstanding. Yeah. Again, like of course it's not X plus, but for $13, this is really good. Like, it's is as good as a Bandai, and I like the soft material. Like the early Playmates are all hard plastic, but this is more of a soft plastic, which is what I prefer. And the paint is simple, but is effective. Like you got a lot of personality in the eyes. The teeth aren't individually carved, but they're individually painted, so it gives a nice effect, illusion with the individual teeth. And then just the classic like spray on the bottom, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. He certainly reminds me of Gorosaurus in the movie.
Yep.
From my recollection of him in the movie is him looking like this.
Yeah, it looks very good, and I think like for a 6-inch figure, this is one of the best I've seen in recent years.
Yeah, I think our only complaint is that they didn't make more, because we have
Yep.
like we have people near and far, asking us, "Hey, have you found Gorosaurus?" Again, we've only found
Mm,
one. I don't have one yet. So you
yep.
you found one for yourself. I
Yeah, I
I have
was
not found
lucky.
one, and we
Yeah.
got a friend who like is looking for us, and he hasn't found it.
Yep.
So yeah. It's sort of like worked. Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, someone mentioned that in a full carton of classic Godzilla figures that Target receives, they only get one Gorosaurus. So he
yeah.
might be the hard one
Yeah,
to find.
unfortunately, in this day and age, from what I've heard, there's like just like the scalpers are pretty fierce,
Yes,
trying to
that
find
too.
anything and everything to sell on eBay. So I've
Yep.
seen a lot of these, selling on eBay for like more money.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I would
Unfortunately.
discourage like I don't like scalpers, and I would discourage anyone from purchasing on eBay for like a outrageous price. Like I can understand like maybe like years, a few years later when this is not a regular release, yeah, the price can go up, but like if it's a new figure that you can, get I really think that's just really frowned upon from just taking away the opportunity from
Yeah, we
regular
decided to wait.
collectors.
Yeah, we decided to wait. Yeah, that's why we didn't review this sooner. We've been trying to
Yep.
find it, at Target. So
Yep,
it took
the
us all this
retail
time.
price.
Took us all this time to find it.
Yep. But yeah, this is a clear winner for me. Like I think of all the Playmates figures, I think this is my absolute favorite
Yeah,
so
the eye
far.
looks so good too.
Yeah, definitely. There's
Yeah.
a few spots on this thing, like imperfections, but overall it's pretty good.
Now here's a
And here's
green.
the original Bandai.
Yeah, it looks very green
So
and bumpy.
yeah. Yeah, so the Bandai definitely is more like I guess like the color is more brought out by the metallic green, but I think the Playmates is a little more closer to what you see in film. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
Gorosaurus is
Looking
that
at this
shiny.
Bandai, it doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't remind me of the movie.
But
Oh
back
boy.
then, the green Gorosaurus was really sought after. I think
Hmm.
125 or more.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, now we're getting
Yeah.
closer to being able to recreate
Destroy all
destroy
monsters.
all monsters. Very cool.
Yeah, there's the Bandai Premium King Ghidorah 68. So maybe one day Playmates will give us a 68 Ghidorah or something.
This is very fun.
Oh
This is
yeah.
very fun. Have them all
Yep,
together here.
definitely.
Oh, and I do have encouraging news too, by the way, because
Yeah.
Playmates is a publicly traded company, with stock. So they have
Yep.
like twice a year they'll have a big report on how they're doing,
Mm,
and in the latest report uh, on the first half of this year that highlights that their Godzilla figures are doing very well, and so
excellent.
they want to make more. So I think
Awesome.
they're very happy to keep making them into next year. So I think
Great.
as long as Toho signs off on it, nothing unforeseen happens. I think hopefully, and you never know for sure, never know for sure what's going to happen. But
Yep.
looks like Playmates wants to make more. So very glad about that.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's good news. I do hope NECA comes back though. NECA made some pretty good stuff as well, but yeah, I mean, seeing the improvements that Playmates has done, I'm pretty excited. Like, definitely, a step up from their previous releases. But they've been doing pretty good
Yeah.
stuff with Godzilla versus Kong and this new wave of classics. So,
No,
really
that's
looking
true.
forward to them.
That's true. That is the trade-off. Is that as long as Playmates is making Godzilla toys, then probably NECA will not.
Oh no,
Because I
they
think that's
can't
why NECA
share it.
stopped. Well, we don't know exactly why, but
Hmm.
it seems like NECA stopped in part to not compete with Playmates, either by
Playmates.
choice or they were forced into it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think is so in all likelihood, as long as Playmates is making Godzilla toys, NECA will not. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad at this point though. It's like if Playmates keeps making stuff like this though, it's like I'm ready. Yeah, I'm glad to get more before they
Yeah.
before they
Yeah.
finish.
Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel so we can still bring you more awesome content with all these brand new upcoming Godzilla products from, Playmates, Mezco,
Yeah,
Omega Beast, X Plus, Bandai. There's everybody's doing it.
we're still waiting. Yeah, we're still watching for the Battle Mechagodzilla, and
Yes, we
still
are.
wondering if Playmates will ever make the
Mega
Mechagodzilla.
Mechagodzilla. I really
Yeah,
hope they do.
don't know. Yeah, yeah. There's no definite signs that they're going to make one, but
And they
the
just, and
hope
Playmates
they will.
stuff just pops out of nowhere. There's no really announcement that, we're making this. It just comes, out.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Someone just finds it in Arizona one day.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, cool. Alrighty, this is Heisenberg.
And G Ferber, hope you enjoy the Playmates Gorosaurus, Rodan, Antarctic Kong, and the Supercharged Godzilla, which I don't have in my hand.